So this is a quick introduction. Anyhow, you all can read. But if I want to introduce myself even before I start, okay. Anyhow, my name is Prasanna Harish, and I have overall 20 years of experience in QA. So when I say 20 years experience, I segregate that into two pieces. One is the first 10 years of my career, I completely focused on technical, being working on automation, manual testing, become a solution architect, lead the automation COE teams, security testing COE teams, performance testing COE teams. So first 10 years of my career went there, and the next 10 years, I started using this experience, what I've learned in the first 10 years, and apply it to see how we can grow testing as a business. Okay? When I say testing as a business, from past 10 years, the last 3 companies which I'm working with, so my role is predominantly growing the testing business. Okay, so that is what I am doing. The reason I'm saying this is my experience is the topic I would be covering for the next 10 to 15 minutes or even up to 20 minutes is more about how your dream, right? Even I was a fresher like you, or I was at least a person who was aspiring for a job like you. And I was also, some of you maybe in your initial part of the careers, right? So I was also like you. From there, I moved to the first 10 years and then the next 10 years, okay? So that is what I would like to cover today, okay? So that is the topic. Now, when I say that, I want to drive the next 10-20 minutes conversation with 3 key messages, okay? One is the guidance. Guidance, guidance, and guidance. That is the key thing which I wanted to talk about. The second is more about the purpose, right? Everybody, not just QA engineers, anybody who is, right, want to pursue any IT career or anything, it could be any other careers also, I see there has to be a purpose for everybody. Okay, what is your purpose? This is the second thing I wanted to cover. The third thing is more about, do you have a vision? Okay, purpose is one thing, yes, I want to do this, this is what it is, but a bigger vision and other things also will help you at least shape up your dream or to take it to the next level. So 3 things, okay, this is what I wanted to cover, okay, and don't make me talk all 20 minutes. If you have any questions in between, you can ask, okay, we can make it as an interactive session also. So shall we get started? Okay. So 3 things. What are the 3 things at least I want to talk about? One is the guidance, right? And second one is the purpose. Third one is the vision. Sometimes I also forget. Please help me, right? 3 things. Don't forget. Okay. Let's talk about the guidance. Okay. When I talk about guidance, let me talk about when I was a fresher. It's almost 20 years back. Okay. I also started like you, a fresher. I also finished. I'm not sure all of you are freshers or graduates or interns. You may be working also, a combination. But I'm starting from my fresher journey. Okay. Now, when I was a fresher, I didn't know what to do. Okay. I really didn't know what to do. What I did is, some of my friends, okay, they said, we finished engineering, we came out, and I studied in Chikmagalur. Engineering I finished in Chikmagalur. Then I came to Bangalore. When I came to Bangalore, all my friends came to Bangalore, I also came to Bangalore. Then some of my friends, okay, they said, we need to do a course, okay. Then I didn't know which course. First of all, do we need to do a course? Already I have studied so much. Do I need to do a course? That is one thing. And some of my friends, very close friends, they joined a mainframe testing course or mainframe course. It's a development and testing kind of thing. So they joined there. That was very expensive course. Then I had to fall behind my father, push him, force him. And I also got some money, and then I went and joined that particular course, mainframes. I didn't know what to do, right? Somebody joined, I also joined. Then what happened is, we finished. It's a 3-month, 4-month kind of course and other things. I didn't learn anything. I didn't know what to do. The only thing I knew was, it was in Indranagar, a very nice area, Okay, when I go, I come from Tumkur and Chikmagalur, right? And if you see Indranagar and all those areas in Bangalore, so you feel, oh, such a nice area, or such a beautiful house, oh, the buses are there, lot of things, right? You come to Bangalore and then you get carried away with those things. All 3-4 months, I didn't know how it went, but I didn't learn anything, okay? Now, that particular training and all those things, they had placements. One of my friend got into it. I thought I'll also get into it. Then I went and gave the interview. I did not clear the interviews, 2-3 interviews. Then that is one. Then what next? That to cross over, they also gave me 1 or 2 interviews I couldn't clear. Then what next? Luckily, I found, I think most of us, we have worked with other training institutes, some of the other training institutes and other things. Then we got one testing organization which is guiding people on these things and again into placements. Somehow I got into that. I got my job into testing. I started my career. I started working on it. So what I wanted to say here is, okay, for all of you, okay, one is the part of the guidance, right? When we are starting our careers, or whenever we are working, or whenever we are studying and other things, we will not know lot of things, right? What we don't know is what we don't know. There's so many things you will not know. And if you have a parent who is in this industry, or if you have some cousin, uncle, aunties and all these things, a mentor and all, it becomes very easy. So they will guide you and then you can go in that path and you can get a job. But for most of the people, and the people when the way I was, there's no guidance. You need to figure out your own way. So now if I see the 20 years back to now, right, there's a lot of organizations which have come up who have understood this ecosystem of IT, right? 20 years back, IT was different. Now it is completely different. So there are a lot of organizations and communities, even something like NammaQA or even VisiBox is something which Karthik is working on. See, these are the organizations where they've really understood, okay, how this IT world works, how this entire ecosystem works. If a fresher has to start a job in this ecosystem, what he should do, what all things he should do, that is what something people are focusing on. My first thing, if I wanted to talk about in this, at least the session is, you need that. You need that. You can, you can work without that also. What happens is, it will take 1 year for you to figure that out, or it may take 2 years for you to figure that out. As a fresher or as a graduate who is coming out of the college, if you lose that 1 year or 2 years in your careers, right, or else in your that journey, then nobody will treat you as a fresher. That is one of the biggest challenge people will face. Not only for the people who are sitting here in this group, if somebody is asking you, even a younger guy would come and ask, no, 10th standard guy will come and ask, Anna, Akka and all, tell me what to do, right? At least tell them, get to a place where somebody can guide you, coach you, mentor you. If you have to pay and join the course, it's a different thing. If you have to get it for free also, it's a different thing. But ensure you don't waste your time, you yourself figuring out, try to find, go to people who have been in this industry or who can help and then do all these things. NammaQA community is one, okay? There are many communities, but since we are talking about NammaQA, so that is how I see this particular thing will benefit. That guidance and other things would be very, very much required, okay? When I say guidance, there are a few other things I wanted to talk about on the guidance front, okay? It's not just getting a job, it is not just getting into a community. Okay, I got a job, now I got inside a company, I started working. When I'm working, a lot of things you will not know. As simple as anybody you see who is a senior, you go and say, sir, madam, sir, and all these things, right? We are used to in the colleges. Don't you call anybody you see, sir? For me, I had 2 or 3 mentors, okay? The first guy, I still remember, even 20 years back, there was one manager, the manager whom I started working with, he said, never call anybody as sir. We are in a professional organization, or we have got into a professional environment. In a professional environment, you are more known from the roles point of view, what we are working and how we are working, rather than just going by, okay, right, saying call everybody sir, any senior calling sir and all those things. That I remember in my career. That is another guidance. I see Though it sounds so simple and small, I feel it is very, very important. Why? It gives you the confidence. It gives you a confidence. See you also as a fresher. If you go and assume Karthik, call Karthik as Karthik. That's my suggestion. I don't know, right? So that is where it gives you confidence also. The communication, talking, and all those things becomes very, very important. Small, small things like that. That's one. Now I finished some years in my career. Then there's one more gentleman I worked with, right? He was heading the entire Wipro testing. His name is Gangadharaya, CPG. I worked with him for some couple of years. We all worked together. One of the things he taught me is anything and everything, see it in a positive mind frame. See it in a positive mind frame. Whenever you're starting anything, don't see it in a doubtful way. Can I do it? Can I not do it? Will it happen? Will it not happen? And all those things. All the doubts will be there within you. But start something with a positive mind frame, thinking I can do it and all these things. Some of these things is the guidance and some of the mentors whom I have got. It has helped me tremendously in my career, okay, at least to shape up and then think and then move forward. So guidance is one thing which I feel is very, very important. Don't shy away from asking, okay, don't shy away from asking, and at the same time don't try and sit just for you to figure out. Now how many of you are using AI and other things? There's one topic here, I don't want to talk about it. How many of you are actually using AI for your benefit to do all the research what you need to do? How many of you are using it in this group? How are you using it? Any one example can you give? What is that? How are you using AI?
So basically, first I will
Told you what you don't know is what you don't know, right? AI is another, you can see it as your assistant kind of thing, right? Lot of questions you can ask to AI and get some answers. I don't want to get into how to use it technically and other things. Technically is fine. Even you can use your AI. See, I work for an organization, one of the big fours. Now we are all using AI to define what should be my career or else what should be my roles and responsibility, what all things I should be doing. We are asking AI, right? And then now with AI coming, the same roles and responsibilities, how I need to change it. Now with that change, what should be my step 1 to 10, how I need to do. Okay, in step 1, what tools is required, how I need to do and other things. What I am trying to say here is, since guidance is one thing, even AI can guide you. Earlier we did not have anything, just use that. It's not just people. People is one aspect. At the same time, AI is also there. If you're not using AI for any of these things, right, then you're actually lagging behind. So that is one thing. Guidance, okay, very, very important. Make use of it. And Namma community is a great this one. At least the people I see here, they know how to really shape up your careers, and at the same time what is the industry asking. So that way it would be a fantastic opportunity for you to get connected here, stay connected, and then work. So that's the first point. The second thing is purpose. Okay, now I don't want to again ask as a question and then move forward. See, what was the purpose I had when I started my career? Okay, I wanted to become when I finished my mainframe course, I thought I'll become a mainframe engineer, mainframe developer, or mainframe whatever it is. Then I did not get a job. Then I did a testing course. Then I thought, okay, I'll become fantastic tester at this one. See, again, all this while, it was all, the situation was only guiding me. Okay, I did not have a purpose. Okay, now later 2 to 3 years into my career, okay, I saw one guy, his name is Shibu. Okay, I was working with Adaptability group of company. Shibu, that guy, we were all doing manual testing. That guy, he was hardcore into automation. He used to finish all his work early and then used to sit and do lot of automation. I am talking about 15, 17 years. Then I saw, what is this guy is doing? Why is he doing like this? Then one of the things what he told and I also realized is, see, I am working as a manual tester. Now I don't want to stay in this job. Now as a manual tester, that is what he told me. I'll get less salary, but if I become an automation tester, I'll get more salary. For him, the purpose was, okay, I want to be earning more and more, and I want to be achieving, working on that latest technology, and I think that is the purpose he had. Now, it felt nice, okay? I also took it the same way. When I say it is not related to the money and all, see, money also I had in mind, I'll talk about it, right? then automation is something which is actually it is picking up in the market, right? At that point in time, when I started my career, I still remember people, if they go and say, there was a tool called as QTP, it was called QTP, now it is UFT and all. If you just go and say, okay, I know different types of recording in QTP, I know how the tool works, these are the features which is there, they used to get a job. It was that easy, or it was that new. The same way, then I said, okay, I think as a purpose, okay, I'm doing in QA, okay, I learned from Shibu, what I learned from Shibu is at least you should be, right, focusing more on what is trending, what is latest, or at the same time, what is happening in that market. You need to look at that particular piece, not just what you're doing, what is that you're doing and focusing. That became my purpose, right, throughout my career. If you ask me, though I was doing manual testing and other things, I always used to take some time and then work towards automation, performance testing, security testing, all the 3 COA teams I have led in my first 10 years of my career. How did that happen? Because this is what I made my purpose. Purpose in the sense, I want to be at least 1 or 2 steps ahead of everybody. And at least if I take anything in the market, in the testing market, I should be knowing about the latest things, right? That is what the purpose drove me, and then that has significantly helped me in my career. That has really helped me in my career. Now, if you're talking about AI and other things, right? In our organization, not just this organization, the previous organization also, if I take my whole organization, Dev and QA was leading in identifying some of the use cases for AI and a lot of other things. So that is how it has helped me in my career. Now, that is the purpose part of it, right? Have some purpose for you. What is that you need to do? Not just finishing your work, not just doing this, or a goal, purpose, whatever you call it, right? You can put any English word to it, purpose or goal or anything. I had one more thing. Since I spoke about money, first 10 years of my career, I always felt my salary should be the highest compared to anybody who is working in this particular years of experience. That's another purpose I had. And trust me, the first 10 years it was like that. When I shifted, it changed, I'll talk about it, but it was like that. Now, if you have a proper purpose, then a lot of things gets attached to it. Money gets attached to it, your happiness gets attached to it, hard work, dedication, a lot of things gets attached to it. So what I wanted to tell you is, you should be driven by a purpose, and every career, each one of you should have a purpose for yourself. What is that I want you to do? What is that you may call it as a vision, you may call it as a different thing. I'm calling it as a purpose. For me, the purpose was I want to be knowing everything at least 1 or 2 steps ahead of this. That was my purpose. That was driving me and then doing it. So something like that, keep that in mind. That is what is the second thing which I feel is very, very, very important. Okay? Any one of you, do you have any vision on what is that you want to do? What is that you want to become and all these things? Is there any vision? I'll tell you. Currently, what is our vision, our group, what we are working is, I work for one of the big fours. Okay? One of the vision we have is, we want to be the #1 QA organization among the big fours. That is a vision. And then that is something, the goal, minimal goal, and then the purpose which is driving us. You're getting what I'm saying? Vision is more about little bit beyond your purpose and then goal, but down the line, okay, 3 years down the line, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, what I want to become. That also is very, very important. So that is what is driving. Now, one question I wanted to ask, and then maybe I'll end. It would be 15, 20 minutes by now. Do you guys have, let me summarize all the things I said. Do you have enough guidance in your at least career point of view, path point of view? Do you have it? Or that's just like that? I just wanted to ask. How many of you feel you have enough guidance for you to move forward and you are satisfied with what you have, and then you feel, yes, I think I'm in the right place? How many of you feel that with respect to the guidance? None of you feel? Why you don't feel? What is lacking? Okay, I'm talking about 3 things we spoke: guidance, purpose or goal, and then the vision. Let's see, come back and then see. Okay, let me answer that question. Guidance, I don't know why you are feeling, you don't have the guidance? what you should do for it.
So yeah, basically, I have again. So my the answer for the question is I use ChatGPT for guidance on like my career is 5 years, but it is there in the project management. But for 5 years, how can I match my QA skills? So
Okay.
that guidance I use.
You're using AI. So first question you're answering now. Okay, thank you. So others, anything? Yeah, go ahead. No, just talk. Make it. It's okay. Yaar. Even I am blabbering and all. It's okay. You also talk.
Once we will be settled in the job, right? We don't want any guidance. Once we come out from the job or any, we have any life situations, then we look for asking guidance. So currently, I came out from the company and now I am getting guidance. I'm searching for some guidance.
Yeah.
All our working professionals are not getting proper guidance. So guidance is what whenever we need, then only we will.
Yeah, so that is something, no, very good point he raised, right? I'll pick only one person, we will talk and move forward. Guidance need not be when you need it, right? You need to constantly seek guidance. You should constantly seek guidance. You should constantly go and talk to the people and understand what is working, what is not working, this is what I am doing, am I doing it right, is it moving fast or not? If you don't validate that for yourself, right, you will be walking in your path. I'll tell you one example and then we can pause on the guidance part. See, what happens is in QA world, you get a job, you join, and then they will put you into some testing projects. Okay, assume you work on a project, then they'll say they'll ask you to do manual testing. Okay, so you start working on manual testing. Now, little old story also, that's fine. So manual testing, you started working. Now you are able to do everything you're able to do. You're working, you're moving forward 2 years over, 3 years over, 5 years over, 8 years over. You're happy, you're settled, you're doing a fantastic job and other things, right? But in 8 years or 10 years, world has moved so differently and other things. I have seen people literally struggling in their careers because they never made any attempt to change. They were happy with what they are doing and they are performing the best. Okay, but what I'm saying is that is not wrong, it is right. But at the same time, the same guy should have sought the guidance constantly. It could be, see, guidance is one English word, right? At least seek talk to others saying, okay, this is what it is, this is my career path. That is where the vision comes. If you have a vision, you wouldn't have wasted all these 8 years doing manual testing, right? That is what the purpose, also the goal and other things would come. You're just doing what somebody asked you, you're just working on whatever is being told, and you're doing it fantastically, but that is not enough, right? That is where constantly go to the people and seek guidance and other things. Being part of these kind of communities is also very, very important. We never had such opportunities to go and talk to some people and then seek some guidance and other things. Please do that. Guidance is not when you want it. Constantly validating, evaluating it and talking to people and getting information, you can put it like that, and then work towards that. Very, very important. If you don't do that, then you will also become that 8-year-old manual tester guy and you will crib after 8 years. My salary is less, my this is less, why the other guy you are earning more, I am not earning more, all these things will come. I feel it's very, very important, right? Very important. Again, this 8-year thing, whatever I put, the purpose and goal also. If you don't get that purpose, I want to change myself, I want to be somewhere here, I should be learning what is trending in the market and other things. If you don't have that kind of purpose or a goal for yourself, there's no drive. There's no drive. So that is where that becomes important. Please work towards that. AI could be that, people could be that, whatever who are there who can help you in all these aspects. The third one is vision. Everybody start thinking now itself, ask AI also, no problem. This is the career I am pursuing. 3 years down the line where I should be. Ideally where I should be. 5 years down the line where I should be. Earlier this was an interview question. Where you should be 3 years down the line, 5 years down the line. All bullshit, all nonsense, everybody used to talk. Okay. Now if you ask AI, it will tell you 3 years down the line, this is how the market is changing, the trend is changing. You should be thinking of pursuing this in next 3 years. I feel you should be pursuing this in next 5 years, in 10 years. So if you have that path, it becomes very, very easy for you to shape up your careers and take your dreams to the next level and then do it. So that is what I wanted to talk about on today's topic. Topic is what? From dreams to reality, my QA career evolution. Okay, the last part I'll tell. My QA career evolution happened just like this, right? Keeping all these things. I started as a manual test engineer. I saw Shibu, then he was working on automation. Then I moved to automation. I also sat day in, day out, and then worked on automation. Then I got a job working as part of the automation CO itself. I started as an automation engineer, then I became an automation lead, then I became an automation manager, then I started leading the automation COE team, and then when I'm leading the automation COE team, I got an opportunity to lead the security testing COE team. Then I got an opportunity very closely to work with the performance COE team. All these things happened in the first 10 years of my career. And then since I'm sharing my experiences and other things here, those are the three things, right? Right guidance, right purpose, and then goal. And then I had a vision, right? Vision, it involved a lot of things. So this is what the first 10 years drove me. And then post that 10 years, with that experience, I got lucky to get into an organization where they allowed me to start my own unit within the organization. Right, the way you have NammaQA, I also started crowd testing division. Some of us here, we work together. We built that for some period. We started with 5 people and we grew it to some 750 people, 800 people kind of organization. That is where I got into growing that as a business, right? There also I had a purpose. I wanted to start something on my own and then make it big, okay? From there, then I realized, okay, I need to look little more beyond this. Then I moved to different organization. Now I'm working with an organization, one of the big fours, leading the testing practice, and I wanted to make this testing practice as one of the top among the big fours, right? That is the goal and the vision I'm working with. So this is just a few things which I felt it will help you. So I'll pause. Okay. So thank you. Thanks for this opportunity. Where is Karthik or Rakshay and all the people part of NammaQA, and all of you being part of NammaQA, which is very good, fantastic. So thank you. That's all.